I'm going to pass you over to Mrs Atherton.
Well done, Miss Ball.
Thank you. Back on mute. Okay, so today we are going to be drawing Winnie the Pooh. We won't be drawing all of him. We're going to concentrate just on the face and this top bit here. Okay. We're going to start off with his nose. Now, I did a practice one earlier, as I always do, and you can see up in the top corner here, just run out of space slightly for his ear. Okay, so the placement of this nose is going to be really crucial. So make sure you go right in the middle of your page. Okay, and as you can see, it's a triangle with curved corners, but it's at a slight angle. Okay, it's not going directly down, it's just pointing slightly over. Okay, right, so let's get the nose drawn. Miss Paul, are you drawing today?
I wasn't. I didn't have any paper. I was too busy
You
posting about my rock, paper, scissors.
I've got another one if you'd like one.
So I'm going to come and get some paper.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. I've got a pencil. I need to try and make some space on my desk too. Can you see that? Yeah. Yeah? Okay. See it? Oh, yeah.
I also particularly love how Cambridge has got a camera pointed on her piece of work so I can see what she's doing and I can copy.
Great idea. Perfect. That's some great noses.
This was right in the middle of the page, right?
Yeah, right in the middle. Just at a slight angle. Right to the left. Perfect. Well done, Miss Paul.
Thank you.
Right, now we're going to do the arc kind of semicircle shape above his nose, okay? So it's pretty parallel with the nose, with the top of it. You're going quite wide on this. Ta-da!
Right there, this step. Aiden's brushing ahead.
Hey, I haven't got that far yet. Too much for a pro.
He's clearly a pro. Lovely stuff.
Well done. Okay, we're gonna do his eyes next, okay? So I'm gonna bring this right up to the camera, hopefully for you to see. Ooh. This eye here is kind of like a capital D. Like one side is slightly flattened. Don't know if you can really see that. And then the other one is a bit of kind of an oval shape, okay? And that was at a slight angle. So you see where your line went round? The D eye, I'm going to call it, is just in line with where it ends, just up slightly, okay? I'm going to do that one first. It stops quite close to the line. You might want to just shade that in straight away, the eye. So there is my D eye. I'm going to lift mine slightly away from the line.
Mine looks a bit weird.
It will come together.
I trust you.
Good. And then the other side of where your line ended, just above slightly, a little bit higher than what the other one was. You're going to do your other eye. Like an oval shape. So the eyes look at different angles to each other. Good work, everyone. Well done to everyone that's holding it up for us to see as well. Micah, yours is blurring in with your background. Oh, wait, saw it for a second. Excellent work, everyone. Okay. Let's do the mouth next. So if we go back to our image, we're going to do, so where your nose is, okay, think about where your corner is. You're going to come away slightly, and it's going to be kind of in line with the eye, but down a bit, and you're doing like a wiggly line, okay? So go to my nose, go across slightly and down, in line with my eye, about here. Just that. So it's in line with where my eye is. And on the other side, again, in line with my eye. Like that.
Well, it's more wiggly than I anticipated.
I think the more wiggly it is, the bigger his cheeks will look. The more character he'll get. Great work.
He wants to match his head. Looks like he's holding up a piece of space.
Okay, we're now going to join the mouth. So we're going to make sure we go from the center pretty much of each line and come right down. Okay, go quite low on the smile. Don't go too close to his nose.
Mr. Kenneth, can you be quiet, please? Yours is looking good, Max. Jessica, looking good.
Well done. Great work. Okay, now we're going to put on the bottom part of his mouth. So if you kind of imagine where his nose is and go kind of directly below that to do the bottom part of his mouth, okay? So my nose is around here, so my mouth needs to go from there to there roughly. Okay, so I'm going to do a little mark to show where it should be, and then just like a little U shape. It doesn't matter how big it is, the bigger it is, the happier you will look. And once you've done that, in the opposite way, you're going to put the tongue in by doing a semicircle shape the other way. Okay. I'm just going to go over some of my lines to make them a bit darker so you guys can see a bit better.
Oh, we've got some pros. Well done, Jessica from Cambridge. How are you getting on, Ethan? Show us. Show me.
Well done. You can see quite a lot of character on lots of these pictures already. They're looking really good.
Good. Yeah, do it.
Well done, everybody. Okay, right, let's have a think. We've done nose. Let's carry on by the mouth bit. So where you've just done the open mouth, okay, coming down. Below it, we are going to do a little mark to kind of show a chin. So we're going to go a little bit wider actually than what the mouth was, sorry, just to give a bit of a chin going on. Okay. And now we're going to do his top. Okay. So we're going to do this line here that's just below where we've just worked. Okay. So you're pretty much starting just over where his mouth ended. Okay. And you're going up and across. Okay. So I want to go around here. Okay. It doesn't matter how high or low you go. The higher you go, the more kind of snuggled into his top he will be. And go right past his eye. And come down. Stop it a little shorter here. It's got a line going diagonally up and it's kind of curved slightly in the middle. Right, let's go to our line which we've just drawn. We want to start bringing in some of the shape of his face, okay? So just here we need to do a little line that goes up first. So you want to come in slightly from where you finished your line. I don't know if I've gone a bit broad on Winnie the Pooh's eyes here, but let's go for it. I'm going to come up about here to show where some of my top would go, okay? Just hold that up. Ooh.
Yes.
That might need to be angled just slightly more. That's just part of his top, okay? I'm going to angle mine up slightly more, just so he looks a bit more snug in it. Right, this is the tricky bit. This is where we want to get the shape of his face. I'm actually going to leave that bottom bit. I'm going to jump to the top instead, okay? So go back to the eyes and let's put our eyebrows in. I'm going to do it quite lightly because we might want to move them after, okay? But we're going to go directly above. Let me hold up the image first of all so you can see. We'll do this one. So go directly above, goes up quite high, quite a steep angle, and it's thicker at the top. So just kind of draw like your triangle shape to show where your eyebrows, would go. And I wouldn't colour them in just yet because you might end up having to move them slightly, but it's not the end of the world. And again on the other eye, this one's slightly higher than the other one. As in bigger gap, sorry, not higher. It's a bigger gap. Let me go back to the image. See that? That gap is bigger than that gap. Pretty much in line. Okay, and we're going to go now above those eyebrows. So we're going to now do the very top of his head here, this semicircle shape. Okay, just above the eyebrows, just follow it round. So go from one eyebrow to the other, just along the edge of it. And that will do the top of his head. Just like that. Well done.
I tell you what, I have faith in you. It's beginning to look good.
It is looking really good.
Yes. Trust Atherton art. Nice. Elena, looking good. Oh, Max, I keep losing yours in space. Elena, well done.
Great work. Okay, before we put on the ears, we're just going to carry on. See that semicircle you just did? If you have a look, there's like a little gap, but then it carries on just a bit lower than his eyebrow. Then on this side, there's a gap, and then it carries on the same kind of shape, just a bit lower than his eyebrows. Okay, so it's kind of like a circle, but it stops. Okay, so leave a gap where the ear would go, and then just bring it down slightly with those eyebrows. Line with those eyebrows. And then like that. Okay, now we need to do his chubby cheeks. So on this side, we'll do this side first, it'll be easier to place. We're going to come out wider and we're going to kind of stop where that other line came up, which we drew, which is around here where I've just put that mark. Okay, so if I hold up mine, I'm kind of coming out, and then we're finishing around here. Okay. And then the other side.
Mine's got very chubby cheeks.
And on the other side, we're doing, where you finished, kind of curve it in slightly, then come round and do something very similar. And we're stopping about here on the line that we drew at the bottom. Okay, so in a bit. So around here somewhere. It always seems a bit scary because this kind of gives your overall picture a lot of character. But if it goes wrong, doesn't matter, we'll just rub it out and do it again. You see, I've done a couple of attempts here. That first one, I think it was a bit narrow, so I'm going to rub that line out. So keep doing it until you're happy.
Mine looks like he's enjoyed lockdown a bit too much.
Did. That's the way it should be.
A bit heavy on the face.
Go around until you're happy. Okay. Once we've drawn it, we can always tweak and move things as well. Let's stay at the bottom bit where we've just come round on his neck. Now we're going to put on this triangle bit here, which is his collar of his top. So where your other line finished, go out to the side and just chop it up into his face. Make that quite a sharp angle because that's a bit of close. It's not like his face where we kind of curve it. And then just off center, just kind of bring it down at an angle to show that his top's going off into the page. And then just below where this point here is, we're going to do like just a little mark like that. Again, show that it's clothing. It's a crease. And then just over to the side here, we're going to do this line here again to show that it's crease. So just draw a line coming down slightly at a different angle. Go to this top bit here where we stopped in the face, joined the clothes. We're going to bring it out and then down and across. Out down and across. So remember, these are his clothes.
Mine looks a bit like the snowman from Frozen. No, Olaf.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's a bit Olaf looking?
No. It's like Winnie the Pooh. That's amazing.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Max, how's yours getting on? It's not bad.
Keep going. Have
Right,
faith.
don't worry. Start again.
No, you can fix it. Tweak it.
Fix it. Got a rubber. Come on.
Any bits that you aren't happy with, just move slightly. I might do that with my eyes and some of the other things at the end. Right, so we've done that mark coming in. Go back to where you've come in to go down here. You see that?
Ethan, has Miss Atherton frozen? She has frozen. Technical issue. Bear with us.
Miss, she's actually kind of really frozen.
No, I know. So stay with us, Jessica. We're just sorting it out. So in the meantime, well,
Here he comes.
whatever.
Oh,
Mr. Kenneth
I've
is
just shut
saving the
myself out.
day. So while he's doing that,
I am saving the day. There is no art without Mr. Kenneth's
show me your pictures so far.
phone. Dun, 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 dun.
And Mr. Kenneth thinks he's saving the day, but can he get the angle right? Oh, look at all those! Miss Atherton's just checking out all of your Winnie the Poohs. Come on, Max, show me what you got, bud. Show us what you got. Well done, Eve. Cambridge, good. Ray, looking good. Well done. Mr. Kennedy, what's going on here? Look.
Huh?
There were like 3 of you. Look.
Oh,
We're having real
I've
technical
noticed you've been doing that with the
issues today.
iPads and stuff.
Technical issue.
Stop taking yourself off mute. We know. We're just sorting the issue out.
The people who log on with iPads,
Pardon?
people who log in with iPads to our calls
Yeah.
come up in threes. It must be an Apple thing.
Yeah, I've noticed that with somebody else.
Is that right?
That looks good. Right.
You're welcome, guys.
Thanks, Mr. Kenner. You saved the day. So you'll just notice now, Mr. Kenner is now I'm
Very
so
impressed.
So yeah, you can pin, obviously.
I'm back.
We're back.
Yay!
Better than before.
Right, so we're going to go back to this bit here on this colour where it came in. And we're just going to jot it out slightly. It kind of goes like a triangle kind of shape and kind of comes down. In fact, I'm going to smooth that off a bit because I don't like it. So on the picture it's quite angled, but I think it looks better smooth. Like this. And then where this point is here, just below, we're going to do like a arc kind of shape to show where his arm would go. So that would be his arm, but we haven't got space for that. Okay. Right. Let's go back up to his ears and then he will be finished. Okay, we'll just have to colour in the nose, give a bit of character. So we've got one ear by this gap and one ear here. This one's slightly higher. If I draw a line across, you'll see that it's slightly higher than the other ear. Okay, so here's one. So here's one. And then the other ear One ear just looks slightly higher than the other.
Oh, smash it.
Sorry, everyone. So here's our ears. Once you're happy with that, I need you to shade your eyebrows and your nose, and it will bring your picture together. If once you did the rest of your face, your eyebrows look a bit high or at the wrong angle, feel free just to change them slightly. Unfortunately, I don't really have time because we've got the reading next. Colour in my nose. And then I really want to see everyone's masterpieces. I think you've all done really well. Thanks for sticking with us during our technical difficulties.
Oh, it sounded like real crow then.
Well, I try. So here is Winnie the Pooh. Make this eye a bit bigger.
I'll get it again.
So here is my Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, look at that.
And once you're ready, do you want to hold yours up?
Oh, I'm so close there.
Wait, don't worry, it's still shading. Going. Excellent. If you've got the camera off, see if you're feeling brave enough to put it on and show us as well. Don't worry if you're not. Great. Gabby's in the room now. She's coming to do your masterpiece. Wow, look at that, Miss Ball.
Thanks, sister.
Oh, that's very good.
I am
Miss
very
Ball.
Thank you,
impressed with all of you.
It's guidance I got from our art specialist.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Great work, everyone. Unfortunately, we need to go now because you've got an exciting reading session if you are in Key now. Thank you for staying with us, and remember to send some pictures in of your work. Really good pictures.